How to pass your driving road test, and what to expect. Are you prepared to join the country's tens of millions of licensed drivers? Continue watching to get all the information you need to ace your road test the first time. Before taking the road test for drivers, you must first finish a few stages of preparation before going to the motor vehicle office. Traffic Law and Substance Abuse Education course. If you've never held a valid driver's license before, the Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles Office states that you must finish the Traffic Law and Substance Abuse Education course, TLSAE, before you're even qualified to take the Florida Behind the Wheel test. You will learn the fundamentals of traffic laws, safety procedures, and drug usage issues, particularly as they relate to driving, in this course. Some high schools will provide a course that is comparable and can meet this requirement. Adult courses are available from a few licensed providers. Written Knowledge Test. The Class E Knowledge Exam, a written test with 50 multiple-choice questions, must also be passed after you have finished the Traffic Law and Substance Abuse Education course. This test measures your knowledge of traffic regulations, comprehension of traffic signs and controls, and safe driving techniques. To pass, you must receive at least 80%. Study the official driver handbook and take online practice exams to get ready for the written exam. When you're ready, you can take the exam in person or online through a third-party administrator or a service center. The Motor Vehicle Department will automatically receive your passing result as proof that you are qualified to take the road test. Additional requirements for teenagers. To take the driving exam, young drivers must be at least 18 years old, have held their learner's license for at least 12 months, and pass certain testing requirements. If you are under 18, you must have a consent document for minors signed by a parent or legal guardian and provide proof of 50 hours of driving experience. If your parent or legal guardian does not go with you to the road test, notarized forms might be used. These exam requirements are waived if you are in possession of a legitimate license from another state. All drivers must pass the necessary eye and hearing screening tests in order to drive. If you have finished all the requirements, schedule your road test by calling the county's motor vehicle office or through a third-party appointment-making service. There are no walk-in appointments allowed. Prepare your vehicle for the road test. Once you've made your testing appointment, make sure to thoroughly inspect the vehicle you'll be driving. Your car must first pass a basic vehicle examination in addition to possessing current registration and proof of insurance paperwork. Vehicle requirements: a working horn, rear-view mirror, directional signals, steering wheel, brakes, tires, brake lights or tail lights. Operating windshield wipers on the driver's side. Functioning headlights. Working seat belts. Acceptable visibility through all windows. Valid license plate tag. Working doors. Adequate fuel. Stationary seats. Ability to allow driver to use emergency hand signals. Correct bumper height requirements. Notice, low-speed and Jeep-like vehicles are not allowed in the driving test. How to prepare for the driving test. Make sure you have all the required documents in place a few days before your driving test. Before being permitted to receive a driver's license, you will require several documents depending on your citizenship status, age, and other considerations. U.S. citizens must, for instance, present identification, Social Security, and residency verification. Documents proving parental approval, driver's education, and experience logs are required for minors. Don't forget to examine and gather the paperwork you'll need for your behind-the-wheel test. How to prepare for the test. Make sure to arrive at your appointment a few minutes early. You can be asked to reschedule your test if you arrive late. To the testing location, you must be accompanied by a licensed driver who is at least 21 years old. However, during the actual behind-the-wheel exam, no passengers are permitted. Throughout the test, your examiner will be assessing your driving to make sure you are capable of handling all maneuvers. The following particular abilities are examined on the driving test. 3-point turn, K, or Y. You'll need to maneuver your vehicle through a 30-foot wide opening. Interaction overcoming. Before approaching a junction, be sure to move into the proper lane and turn around. Right-of-way recognition. Ensure that pedestrians have a safe path to cross the street. Pull over and halt if there are any emergency cars nearby. Don't stop traffic from moving through a junction. Regular parking. In order to park, you must turn into a place. Ensure that your car is positioned in the middle of the lines. Parking on an incline. If you're parked on a grade, keep in mind which way the slope is up or down when turning your wheels. Stop right away. You might be instructed to abruptly cease. Reversing direction. Whenever you are instructed to drive slowly in reverse, make sure to look back. Stop symbols. Make sure you're in the right lane and stop completely when you see a stop sign. Traffic control. As you approach a traffic light, be sure you're in the right lane and moving at a safe pace. When the light becomes yellow, stop, and when it turns green, move cautiously. Turning. Get into the correct lane and signal during the last 100 feet when it is time to turn. Passing. Before passing, make sure to look all around your car, including your blind areas. Maintaining your lane. Unless the street is going one way, stay in the right lane. Don't make unnecessary lane changes. Vehicle separation. Give the vehicle in front of you plenty of room. During the test, make sure both hands are on the wheel and pay attention. Following your driver's exam. Congratulations if you passed your road test. Before receiving a temporary driver's license, you will be required to surrender your learner's permit and pay the required costs. In the next weeks, your permanent license will arrive in the mail. If your test is a failure, pay close attention to the feedback from your examiner if you didn't pass. Any errors you made, especially any that might have contributed to your failing your road test, will be brought to light. Make an appointment to retake the driving exam after putting those abilities to the test. Don't be alarmed if this occurs to you because many people have to retake the road test in order to get their license. Every year, there are millions of car accidents in the US. Keep in mind that the main objective of the exam is to make sure that you and other drivers are as safe as possible.